What's up, space pirates? This is your Admiral, the ever-charming Dr. Disaster, and this is a video about Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed Shadows, but we're going to start it off by talking for a moment about Disney Star Wars, because Ubisoft just copied one of their strategies.
Not a great plan.
Of course, everyone knows that Disney is one of the premier woke companies out there who go out of their way to pander to all the progressives in the West here, talking a big game about lifting up minorities and women and all that, but as I'm sure many of you remember, about a decade ago, when The Force Awakens was released, they infamously put out this poster here in the Chinese market where the black character, Finn, was shrunk and hardly visible. They minimized him compared to the poster that they showed off here in the West because Disney decided to pander to the Chinese. And now, Ubisoft has used a very similar tactic with Assassin's Creed Shadows, pushing Yasuke into the background of their release poster.
Well.
I find it amusing to have watched Ubisoft and their defenders for the past year or so go on and on about how actually Yasuke is exactly what everyone wants in an Assassin's Creed game set in ancient Japan. But now that push comes to shove and the game is set to release in about 2 months, if they don't push it back again that is, but anyhow, they put out material like this, where, if you ask me, the poster gives off the impression that this kid here in the front is the main character of the story. You know what this seems like to most people?
Just plain chicken shit.
Chicken shit?
Chicken shit.
It is incredible how at virtually every possible juncture where a misstep could take place, Ubisoft takes that misstep with this video game. I mean, if Yasuke is your guy, then he's your guy. Make him prominent in the poster. But these companies like Ubisoft are really only motivated by money. They suffered under the delusion that woke shit was the way to get that money, and now they're chickening out. Meanwhile, they're also being accused of ripping off an upcoming game, Warlord Awaji, with the DLC that they announced the other day. You know, the one where we made fun of Assassin's Creed Shadows for introducing a bow staff in a game where the characters are trying to assassinate people. Yeah, it sounds like this might be a blatant ripoff of this game here, Warlord Awaji, because ultimately, Ubisoft is about the most shameless, wretched company that you ever heard of.
But you have heard of me.
I'm proud of you, you know that. I hope you do.
Alright me hearties, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and also, don't forget to follow me on X, where my handle is Dr. Disaster1. But alrighty then, let's dig on in to this accusation about Ubisoft ripping off this other game. I've gotta say, you want to give people the benefit of the doubt whenever there's an accusation like this. I'm a firm believer in the whole innocent until proven guilty stuff, but Ubisoft is such a poorly run company, it's so disastrously inept that I am sincerely struggling to give them any benefit of the doubt here. But let's read about it in this article from the Fandom Pulse Substack, which I will link in the description for you. It says, about a week ago, Ubisoft uploaded details for their upcoming DLC to the Assassin's Creed Shadows Steam page, but quickly deleted. However, screenshots were taken and it was revealed that the DLC is titled Claws of Awaji. The description on Steam states, "Feel the fear of being hunted and under threat on a mysterious island. Reclaim a lost treasure while avoiding the traps and ambushes of deadly new foes. Master the bow. a new weapon type, unlock new skills, gears, abilities, and get over 10 hours of additional content. Once again, you guys might remember that I mocked the hell out of this when it was leaked last week because, of course, a ninja assassin choosing a bow as a weapon is about as asinine as it gets when there are so many lethal choices available, including a ton of weapons that are sharp and could kill instantly. But anyhow, let's read on. After this was leaked, an individual close to Dark Matter Games, the developer of Warlord Awaji, has accused Ubisoft of ripping off the game. This accusation was publicized by YouTuber Endymion, who first shared the official description of Warlord Awaji on Steam that states, "Lead a samurai invasion into the mysterious island of Awaji. Recruit, promote, and upgrade your warriors while navigating the ancient world of feudal Japan. Use samurai weapons and strategies to conquer the entire island and become warlord." It adds, Warlord Awaji is the second entry in a series of immersive strategy games created by Dark Matter Games. Step into the shoes of a samurai warlord given special command and covert orders from the Emperor to conquer an entire island and recover a legendary treasure. Now, pay special attention to that phrase, legendary treasure. Now compare that to the DLC for Assassin's Creed Shadows here, where it says you can reclaim a lost treasure. Sounds pretty similar, I'd say, but the article goes on. After comparing this to Shadows' DLC description, Endymion shared what his source informed him. The person that sent me this claims that Ubisoft plagiarized their idea for their game and deliberately used similar language with Ubisoft's Awaji expansion, stating that it's all about reclaiming a lost treasure, whereas Warlord Awaji says recovering a legendary treasure. The person who sent me this is claiming that Ubisoft is ripping off Warlord Awaji, and since these are the only two games that apparently show up, if you look up Awaji on Steam, that this is Ubisoft yet again being lazy and just plagiarizing things even more. He added, which, like I said previously already, they've been caught plagiarizing a ton for Shadows in the past, so this is not out of the realm of possibility. I'd say it's not out of the realm of possibility at all. Remember that sword from One Piece that they tried to pass off at their show last year as their own design for Assassin's Creed Shadows? This is a company that has an awful track record. They seem to completely lack scruples. Plagiarism actually seems like the likeliest explanation for the similarities in the description between the Assassin's Creed DLC and the Warlords Awaji game. I mean, the fact that Assassin's Creed Shadows has pre-planned DLC like this in the first place is more evidence that this is a dog shit company who wants to lazily squeeze out as much money from their victims, aka customers, that they possibly can. They consistently do this sort of shit. Pre-planned DLC is actually just part of the game that they won't let you have unless you pay more, in the same way that early access is really just the actual release date of a game, but you're forced to pay more to play it on that date. But all that sort of behavior, that's just who Ubisoft has become these days. They are the sort of company that embraces controversy with the announcement of Yasuke, a black man in the role of main character in a game set in ancient Japan, and when everybody sent the message that we are tired of this weird pandering nonsense, eventually they do shit like this poster, where they try to de-emphasize him, but that actually makes me disrespect them more. At the very least, if you're gonna do something that people don't really like, then at least do it with conviction. But, as I've said, this is a company with no shame or scruples. This is a company that damn well deserves to suffer through the specter of potential bankruptcy that's been looming over them for a while now. But I'm going to leave it there. Drop your mockery of Ubisoft into the comment section below, and we will talk there. Thanks for watching me, hearties. If you haven't already, your Admiral is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.